Hardies and Hardos, the NBA is back. Let's go. To help us break it down, we got three-time UMAC champ, UMAC tourney MVP, 1,000-point scorer. I mean, the accolades go on and on. Jax Madson's back on the pod. How you doing, Jax?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Hell yeah, I'm just excited. It's the best time of year when all the sports overlap. We got the World Series coming up here, and NFL full go. NBA is finally starting. This is the best time of the year, is it not?
It is the best time. Sometimes in the summer, that late summer, you get nothing on. Now it's like you don't know what
Yeah.
to.
Well, it's just baseball. Yeah,
Yeah.
then that's pretty tough. Yeah.
Now you don't know what to put on. So yeah.
This might be a hot take, but would it be crazy to shift something so we have sports at all times and not everything at once? Is that too hot of a
Maybe.
take? I mean,
No, I don't think it is, but
can we move the NFL season back 1 month? Is that too insane? Probably.
That probably would be insane because then we're going Super Bowl early March Madness. I'm here for
the other way.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So first game is August 6th.
Right.
And it ends in January.
Yeah, I'd be here for it because then we only got the month of July basically off, right? Because NBA Finals in June. So
yeah.
I know that I think the NFL long term they want to have the Super Bowl where it's that I can't remember the holiday that's off on that Monday though. So then after it's just
right. Yeah.
They're trying to get the President's Day lineup.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good decision.
It makes sense. Yeah.
All
right, Spinny.
Let's hear from Jack. Get after it today, boys.
Yes, sir.
Hardies and Hardos, we did this last year. We had a ton of fun doing it. We have to do it again. That's right. The NBA over-unders. We're going through all 30 teams. You guys ready? Let's do it. We'll start in the Eastern Conference Central Division. Cleveland Cavaliers coming in at a 57.5. I'll be the first one to say I got them going over. That's a high number. The Eastern Conference is weakened this year, and they won 60 games last year, so I don't know why they wouldn't be able to do it again. This is a regular season juggernaut, this team. Obviously, they have their issues in the playoffs, but I got them over.
Yeah, I'll go. I have them over as well. Like you said, I think they're a really good regular season team. Obviously, I know this year they get some injuries to start the year, Strus and Hunter and Garland, but I think, like you said as well, the East is really weak, and I think Atkinson gets that team to play pretty well in the regular season. Obviously, I think they'll be better in the playoffs this year. I think last year
they should be.
Yeah, they
better be.
Taste in their mouth. I mean, it was pretty weak effort they had last year. So, but no, I think they'll go over. So,
nothing to add. This is an easy over for me. The East is too bad.
Yeah, for sure. Pistons 45.5. I feel like this is a popular team coming in this season. I got them under. I have them at 45 wins, which is under. Just my logic is I think they're pretty much the same. Obviously, age-wise, they might get some bumps up from a Sar Thompson or Jalen Duren, things like that. But I still think this team is, one injury from Cade away from being not that good. So I have them close to this mark, but just under.
Yeah, I have them actually under as well. I see them in that 42 to 44 range.
Spinny's over by that face. What's up?
I think their shooting is just a little worrisome. I think last year they were 18th in 3-point percentage, but the years before they were in around that 22, 25 range. So I think they might take a little bit drop again this year. And obviously Cade's really good, but yeah, I still think they'll be solid, just not over 45. So
yeah, Spinny, do it to us then. Come on.
No, I have them under as well. Yeah.
Okay, damn. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that.
I went with what you said a lot, Bus. We're one Cade injury away. When you're so one player aligned for this to happen, if Cade gets hurt in the first 2 months, this is a lock under, So it's just that piece of it. for me. And then the shooting. I mean, those have been the two things that I had written down. So
Yeah. They're close. They're obviously going to flirt with that number, though.
Yeah.
Bucks, 42.5. You could use that same exact argument for Giannis, right? He gets hurt. There's no chance this team gets 43 wins.
But Giannis doesn't get hurt.
Giannis doesn't get hurt. This man's going to get them to 43 wins. I'm pretty confident in that. I got them over. Just barely, but I think they're in that 43 to 45 win range.
Yeah, I have the over as well. Obviously, it's a 3-game difference there from that Detroit, which is a little bit of a difference.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I take the over. I have them that 45 to 47 range. I think Giannis can just carry that team, and I think I like their shooting better than Detroit as well with AJ Green and Trent and all those guys. So
this is a smash over for me.
Like smash.
This is
a lock.
This is a
lock.
This is a lock.
Woo.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I think Giannis can win 43 games by himself. Like, not actually, but like teams with Giannis on it. Like, I'd be interested to see, like, since Giannis, I should have done this stat before. Sorry, Hardies and Hardos, but to see what Giannis's win totals have been like post when he became Giannis, because I just have a hard time believing he's ever been under this number.
Yeah, for sure. Pacers, next team, 36.5. Obviously, no Tyrese Halliburton this season. This is a really, really scary line to me because I don't want to count out the Pacers. As we know, last year in the playoffs, we learned this is the team that never count out. But I'm counting them out, man. I'm going under. I don't even care. My thought process, I hate to say this, this is an argument for almost every team, but like I feel like Siakam, he's really got to make that goal this year. I don't know if he can handle that extra workload. If Siakam happens to get injured, I don't know where the offense is coming from this year. You could see a step up from Madson, all these other guys, right? But I'm going to go under, even though this is very risky and I could regret this.
Yeah, I went back and forth. Ultimately, I just went back based off how they play. I don't think obviously they'll miss Tyrese, but I think they just know they feel right in the next guy up. So I'm taking the over, not by a lot. Obviously, I think they're in that 38, 39 range, but if they're in the West, I'd take the under probably, but the East, I'd take the over there. I think obviously their pace really good. Obviously with McConnell being out at the beginning hurts a little bit, but I think Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, those three are going to carry them to over 36.5. So.
Yeah, I like the Pacers' rest of their roster more than I think the general public. Like, Mathurin's been so up and down in his career, obviously. We've seen the ups, and I'll just be interested to see, like, he's probably taking the second most shots. I mean, depending on, where Nembhard's at, but one of those two is taking the second most shots on the team. So, like, I just have a little bit more faith in Mathurin, I think, than most. So I went over here as well. Again, I mean, I think it's going to be in the high 30s. But some of these teams in the East, it was really hard, right? You can, basically you can have 5 teams or 6 teams under only, right? Otherwise, like, the math doesn't math on a lot of it. So that was where it was hard for me with this, is like deciding, are the East teams really going to be really bad? Like, are Wizards, Hornets, Nets going to be really bad and like make these win totals work, or are more teams going to be over? So that was part of it too.
Yeah, that's a good point. It worries me from this standpoint too. Why I went under is the Pacers aren't like some of these other bad teams. They're a serious basketball team. They got some serious professionals on their team that play hard every game, right? So that could come back and bite me in the butt for sure.
I think their last 2 deep playoff runs will help with that too. Just knowing that, like, and now that people are counting them out too, I think they'll have that side of it too. It's like, well, we don't have Tyrese. Well, they're going to show, I think, some people a little bit like, oh, we're probably not as good, but we'll still be right there. So
I also think with Carlisle's the perfect balance of a hard ass and a player's coach at the same time. Like, I feel like he gets the most out of most of his guys, especially his like 2 through 7 guys.
Yeah, those are good points. Bulls 33.5. This was like probably 2 wins too low for me, so I had to go over because this is the annual purgatory team. We know this team will not tank, and every year they seem to get 35 to 40 wins. So I'm going to go over because I just think 33.5 was 1 or 2 games too low. Because they're not going to tank. They never do.
No, that was another tough one for me. I did take the under in this one. I think they'll be right around there, and kind of the same with your Pacers take. I think this one could come back to me a little bit, but I don't know. I just they're always around that play-in spot. I know the East is a little weaker, so they could get at that over there. But I don't know. They've just been such like a team that's been the same spot the last like 5 years, where they just seem like they're just stuck, and I just don't think it's gonna break through this year. So I'm gonna take the under.
I'm going over on the Purgatory Bulls as well. I think they're going to win 35 or 36 games. I just hate it. Like, just be bad or good.
It's so dumb, bro.
Like, it's just makes me mad. I just don't like the Bulls because of that. It's like, how long is it going to be in the same freaking spot?
Spinny, we're a broken record at this point on this podcast. We called the Bulls out every freaking season for this shit, man. They just refuse to pick a direction. They just love, and I feel bad for the Bulls fans, really, really do. Their fans have to be so pissed off every single season.
It's not like they're even like 6 through 8 habitually. Like, even that would irritate me. But
no, they're 8 through 10.
Yeah. It's like, how many times are you gonna finish 9th in your conference before you're like, yeah, maybe let's fucking switch something up here? Like, I don't know, man.
Makes no sense. All right, Southeast Division, Magic. This is a pretty high number, 50.5. I do have them slightly over 51. Obviously, Desmond Bain should provide them a little more spark on offense. And this is an elite defensive team filled with a bunch of competitive young dudes. You know they're going to try throughout the regular season. Obviously, we did see a Franz and Apollo injury last year, so that does worry me a little bit. But I am going over on the Magic.
Yeah, I'm locking this one over. This is one of my locks. I like the Magic this year a lot. I like the Magic a lot this year. Like you said, Paulo and Franz, obviously they could get injured a little bit, but I think they're both going to take a step forward. Having Suggs healthy and then adding a shooter, which is what they needed badly. I think that's one of the most underrated things that they did in the NBA was Bane to the Magic. So I think him with shooting, spreading the floor, it's going to allow those guys to get downhill more. So, I like the 50.5 over, especially with some of the teams in the East at the bottom, how bad they are. I think in last year too, getting in the playoffs the last 2 years has helped them. So I think they'll be like one of those teams like what the Wolves, the Grizzlies did a couple years ago, or I think they'll be a little more of a surprise over 50.5. So I'm locking that one.
Like that, I'm over as well. I think the Magic are probably the 3 seed.
Hawks 46.5, fellas. This was a couple games too low for me. I am locking this over.
Locking
it. They're winning 47 plus games this year, as long as honestly KP's the X factor, right? Like we need at least like 50 games out of KP, and they're hitting us for sure. I like their offseason acquisitions. They got better on defense. Dyson Daniels another year. He should be elite defender again once again. But you add Nah. I mean, their bench is deeper. They finally have more shooting around Trey as well. So I'm locking this over.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I took the under on this one. I think they're going to hover right around that 45, 44, 46 range. I took the under just because I think Jalen Johnson has to be their best player if they want to get this over. I think Trey is obviously one of their best players, but I think Jalen's got to take another leap if they want to get that over. But I do like their offseason additions. I think they'll be really better defensively on the perimeter. And it's just hard. Porzingis, I don't know how healthy he can stay. I'm not guaranteeing that. And then I mean, I like them. I have them in the playoffs this year, but I think they'll just be slightly under the 46.5. So
this one was so hard. I can't believe you locked this one. This is like my hardest.
I lock it. Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna go over, but okay. I honestly have no fucking clue. I think they're gonna win 46.5 games. So I don't know. It's a great Vegas.
All right, that's fair. Heat. 37.5. I don't even care if they're lacking on offense. I'm going over, man. Eric Spoelstra, that adds to a couple wins. They're just too well coached. And again, they aren't going to tank. This is not a team that accepts mediocrity. They're going to try to make the playoffs 100%. So I'm going over.
Yeah, I taking the over as well. I think to back off your point there with Spoelstra, I think he's a great coach, and I think last year in clutch time they were like bottom NBA, like bottom 2. They were like 14 and 30 in crunch time games, and it was terrible. So I think they will get over that 37, not by a lot, but I think they will get over that. Adding Powell is a good score while Hero's out for a little bit, I think helps as well. So I do like their starting five. Obviously, they're not super deep, but I like 37.5 over. So
Spoelstra point with Giannis, same point. Like, I don't know if Spoelstra as the head coach, like since 2010, has lost that many games. So I just got to go over. Even though this was a hard one, I almost went under because I do think there's a chance they start bad and Bam wants out and they end up trading Bam midseason. And then, I mean, I think
That's a fair point.
Situation, but I am going to go over. I might hate my life on that one, though.
Hornets 27.5. Fellas, I don't care about the talent they have on this team. I just can't trust LaMelo Ball. I am going under, even though that is a very low mark. He hasn't had a healthy season once, so I'm going under.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about that one either. I'm going under. I just don't. I feel like they're just like an AU team every year, to be honest. Like
literally, yes.
They're entertaining to watch on League Pass or highlights on Twitter or whatever, but I just don't see it. I do like Khan. I think he'll play a lot, and I think he'll be one of the all-rookie teams. But I don't know. I don't think it's overly great run organization right now. So I'm going to take the under.
Under. The AAU team description is absolutely perfect. LaMelo can't.
Come on, Spinny. LaMelo's your man. You got him in Dynasty Basketball. You're not going to back him up, bro?
Bro, yeah, I have him in Dynasty Basketball, and that's why I'm doing this. That's the reason. I know how many games he plays on the regular basis.
Yeah, all right.
I understand.
Wizards, 20.5. This is, again, an extremely low number. It doesn't matter to me at all. Under. Yeah, under. I think that's enough said about this roster. Atlantic, Knicks, 53.5. I'm locking this shit over, boys. This is a team that improved their bench. They got I think a coach that is better for their roster. Now we're not going to see a million minutes just for their starters. They actually have a deeper bench now. They're going to use Mikal and OG Cat more instead of just coming down and having Brunson ISO every single possession. So I'm going over. Locking it.
Yeah, I was thinking about locking this one. I didn't, but yeah, I'm also taking the over. I like how they've added some bench pieces. And then I also think, Brown, just a nice fresh breath of air for them, and he'll play their guys more and not wear them out for the playoffs. So I'm taking over as well.
Over. If the Cavs weren't such a good regular season team, I'd pick the Knicks to win. But if the Knicks finish like less than third in the East, I will be completely mind blown. Like,
yes,
just locked.
They have to be top three, or it's honestly a failed season.
Yeah.
Celtics, Spinny squad, 42.5. Spinny, I don't even care, bro. If you don't have Tatum, I'm going under. It's just that simple.
Wow.
I know you got guys on the team that you're still in love with. There's 0 big men on this team. They're never going to rebound the ball. 3-point variance is going to be too much. They're going to win games sometimes. They're making all these threes, but then they're going to lose because they shoot 60 threes and only made 10 of them. So I'm going under.
Yeah, I took the under as well. It was close. I was back.
Take the over, Spinny.
I was close on this one, but I think their rebounding size is going to hurt them a lot this year. I think that they will still at least be competing to be in the play-in or playoffs area, but I'm taking the under there. I think Jaylen Brown will have a all NBA type season. He'll be by top 5-7 scoring, but I think they just lack depth and some of that veteran presence that they lost in the trades as well. So.
Not only is this over, I'm locking.
You're not locking this,
over.
Bro.
Locking. Bro, Tatum's going to be back in like April. He's going to finish the regular season, even if it's close. Like, I'm so amped on this team. It's going to be awesome. I know.
Have fun with Josh Minot playing a lot of minutes. Have fun.
I know. They're the end of the 7 through 9 is rough business for sure. I can get behind it, but
Luka Garza too.
What?
You just got all of our bench garbage guys that you're going to play like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, Garza and Minot getting 30 combined minutes a game. Not my favorite for sure. Shout out Al Travis though, free Luka Garza. So why not? Let's fucking send it.
Jax, what do you think about this Spinny guy? He told me that he thinks Peyton Pritchard's averaging 20 fucking points this year. 20. Isn't that outrageous?
It's not outrageous, but he's not averaging 20. I say 15 to 16.
All right.
I
I do like Pritchard though. I like him a lot, but That's not outrageous.
I have a long-term wager, not really a wager, just a bragging rights wager with Bus that Peyton Pritchard is going to be an all-star. So
Yes, that's
I'm
no.
I'm just amping my bets a little.
They might shoot like the most threes in a season by a team because they have like lost size now, so it's just gonna be like Chuck.
Literally.
Yeah. 76ers 42.5. Boys, I've said this way too many times on this pod. I will never trust this damn team ever. Joel Embiid's never going to play. Paul George will never play. I'm going under. Now, that VJ Edgecombe game 1 has me a little worried about this line, but I have to go under. Just those two guys, I just don't think they're even going to hit 40 games.
Yeah, I took the under as well. I think they'll be in the high 30s, but not over 42.5. They're just, too old, too much injuries. I think Maxey and Edgecombe are going to have good years if they can stay healthy because obviously last year Maxey was out for most of the year. But, I just don't trust. I think Nurse will get fired at least mid-season or after the year as well. I think they're going to maybe blow the whole thing up. So I think this is kind of their last run to try. So you saw Embiid last night. He literally didn't jump. I saw highlights on Twitter.
No, he's got
he wasn't
nothing.
jumping. Like he's like his knees hurt so bad, like he's just standing on the ground. He's not even jumping. So it's like, I don't know, not looking good for them.
I wanted to go over on this just because I really think Tyrese Maxey is a really great player, but the injury bug, we've all said it. I just can't get over it. So I went under 2.
Raptors 39.5. This is a weird team. They got some decent talent, but it's just like a weird mesh of players. I don't know how it's going to mesh over the season. I do have the over. I have them basically going 500, 41-41. So I think this will be a back-end playoff team. I do have questions about how all those seemingly one-on-one scores will fit together, but the talent I think is too much.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have the over as well. I can see them around that 41, 42 win team. I think, like you said, they kind of have to succeed a little bit. They're a top 6 paid starting 5 in the NBA, so it's like they have a lot of money tied into other guys. So I think last year towards the end too, they just started losing games just to try to get a better draft pick, and it was. So no, I think they will go on the over. I do like some of their guys and some of their bench pieces, so I will take the over there.
Over as well, and I also think they're a deep team, and with how the East is, like in the injury bug that's going to plague every team, like they can afford 2 injuries and be fine. Like that's just a team I think is going to win regular season games in the East.
Well, they hovered around this mark last year, even with the insane amount of injuries they had.
Yeah.
Like Quickly was out, how long, Ingram, etc., and they still almost hit that mark last year. So, last team in the East, boys, the worst team in the East, in my opinion, 19.5 for the Nets. I am locking this shit under. This is a brutal roster. Brutal. There's no chance in hell they win 20 games. No way.
No, I have the under. It's. I don't know when I talk about them, they suck. So
under.
Yeah, easy. All right, fellas. That's the Eastern Conference. We are now going to switch to the West and start in the Wolves division, the Northwest. Thunder come in at 62.5. I don't give a shit how high that is. I am locking that shit over. This is a regular season juggernaut. They won 68 games last year. Tell me they're going to win 6 less games? I just don't see it, man. They're deep. They have the defense, the offense. They have everything. SGA is going to play 70-plus games and be a top 2 MVP candidate again this season. I'm locking it over 62.5, which sounds crazy.
It's not crazy because I locked that one as well. So I locked it, and I think they're gonna flirt with 70 wins this year. I think they're that dominant of a regular season team. I think having those scars in the playoffs now is going to help them. Just like, and I think they're not an older team. Like when older teams win, they're like they have that hangover. They're more like, give us your best shot.
That's what I'm saying.
They know everybody's going to give them their best shot. They're young. They want to repeat. Obviously, it hasn't happened in a while. So I think they're going to go over. Obviously, in last year, Chet missed 70 games, and they still won high 60 games. So I think they missed Chet, and I think he's going to have a better year this year as well. So
3 for 3 unlocked overs for this.
Wow.
It's just
That's
too crazy. Like you said, Chet missed a bunch of time. Jalen Williams missed a bunch of time. Like I'm firmly convinced too that guys like 11 through 15 on the Thunder would be in the rotation on like 60% of teams in the league. So I just don't like. Again, injuries don't really matter that much other than SGA.
I'd like to see a Nets versus OKC top 5 bench guys.
Same.
They would still beat the Nets. They honestly would.
No,
Well, I mean, they literally just it took double OT, but they beat the Rockets without J-Dub. Even
Yeah.
like, this is what we're talking about with how good this damn team is. They're so good. Speaking of locks, boys, I'm locking the Nuggets over 53.5. Jokic is too damn good. He's still the best player in the world. And you add all those winning players around him. Bruce Brown's back. I think they're deeper now, finally. Jamal Murray, X Factor, he loves to get hurt. So as long as he's able to play around 60 games, I'm locking 53.5 over.
I promise you guys, Bus and I did not talk about these, but I also have them as my third lock. So Nuggets, third lock over. Same points a little bit. I think this is Jokic's best roster he's had in his career. Maybe the championship team, but I still like this one a lot too. I think the fact too they got Valanciunas, where it's like when he's off the floor, Jokic, they actually are not struggling. I think he'll be stable at least for that 5 to 10 minute range, and once he comes back in, then I think I like the Cam Johnson fit better than MPJ. He just plays better both ways, and I love both Thunder and the Nuggets this year on their overs. So
over for the Nuggets for me as well. Cam Johnson shot selection instead of Michael Porter shot selection. Not to mention the defensive piece of it. The fact that they actually have depth for the first time, like in 4 years. Like it'll be interesting to see how good they can be when, like Jax said, the Jokic off minutes aren't as crazy horrible.
Yeah.
Wolves. Our squad, 49.5. You know I'm being a homer. I'm taking the over. I do think we're flirting with that number, though. So I got us at about 50, 51 wins. It is kind of crazy, I think, to take the 3 overs for 3 teams in the same division. But, I mean, we are talking – I could totally see the West shake out being Thunder 1, Nuggets 2, Wolves 3. You know what I mean? Like, they're 3 of the best teams in the entire league. So I don't think from that standpoint it is that crazy to have all 3 of them over.
Yep. I agree. I obviously have a little bit of homer as well, but that's what I have in my predictions for seedings wise, 1, 2, 3 right there. So I have Wolves on that 52, 53 wins. If they can get off to a good start, I think they could kind of cruise into that. Last year they were projected or supposed to, if they play better in their crunch time game wins, should have had like 54, 55 wins last year, and they still got to 48, 49 with how bad they started last year. So I think
exactly.
I think they'll go over on that one. So.
Overski on the boys.
Anthony Edwards, first season, 30 points per game? Question mark?
I'm
also 27s last year. What was it, like 27.6 or something like that?
Yeah, it was high 27, low 28 maybe. I think Jaden and some of the other guys will step up a little bit. So I think he'll be around the same as last year. But I think our win total will be obviously better than last year. So
Blazers, 34.5. This is the team built around a defensive identity. I think they're going to be in a lot of games because of that defense, but ultimately I don't think they have enough offense, so I'm going under, even though they are going to flirt with this number.
Yeah, I took the over. I like their young guys and adding Drew, just a veteran presence. You can see last night they just picked us up full court for 90 minutes almost. So it was just like, I think it'll be close. I think it'll be around that 35, 36 wins. But last year, they had a winning record at home last year. If you didn't know that, winning record at home year. And the last, I want to say 30 games, they were, I think, even over 500. So the end of the year last year was good. Obviously, it might change up a little bit now with their coach, the whole coach thing, but I don't think that'll distract them too much. So I think they'll hover around 34, 35, but I do have the over there by a little bit.
I went under. There's too many. There's too many mouths to feed in the West. Just like when you stand it out, it's like I just didn't like it. I agree. I think it's a great Vegas number, but I had to go under.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just like you're getting at, Spinny, you got to pick under for some of these teams, even if you don't necessarily want to. The math has to math. The Jazz, also one of the worst teams in the league this year, 19.5. I'm going under for the Jazz. I won't lock it like I did the Nets, just because I think if you get a healthier season from Lowry, I know they're probably going to trade Markkanen at some point, maybe even Kessler, because they didn't want to extend him for some reason. If you get healthier seasons out of those guys, they are extremely well coached and do have a lot of talent. So I think they could go into the 20, 21, 22 range, but I'm going under.
Yeah, I'm going under as well. I'm just too deep of a conference, and I do like some of their young pieces. But, yeah, like you said, I think Markkanen needs to get out of there. And, not much to say on them. I got the under.
I'm going to go over. I think they could finish last in the West and still get the over on this. So I'm going to go with the over.
That is true. That is actually true. That's a good point. Southwest Division, Rockets 51.5. I'm going under because I think ultimately they don't have enough guard depth. I think they're extremely reliant on Reed Shepherd this year. I just don't think they have enough shooting and guard depth. They're going to be close to that number. I think, we're looking at like 49 wins, but I don't think they get to 52. So I'm going under.
Yeah, I originally had them over, and then I rethought it. I crossed them out, and I had them around that 49 wins. Same points. Watching Shepherd the other night, I don't think he's going to be the answer. They're going to play a man a lot on ball, which is fine, but that might hurt him a little bit, and I don't think he's a true point guard. So I have the under on them, but I still think they'll be pretty good. So
they'll be good, yeah.
Yeah.
I really just do wish this number just seems way too high for me. Like, I like the Rockets. I think they could be the 4 or 5 seed. I think they could do shit in the playoffs, but I just think this number is way too high. So
if Fred was healthy, I would probably take the over, though.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
100.
Yeah. Just not even from the on the court, just the leadership aspect too. Like Fred, like the players around the league always just they praise Fred for his leadership and like how energetic he is at practice and all that. And I think that does play a factor, especially over a long 82 game season. So they're gonna miss Fred, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Spurs 43.5, fellas. We're getting a healthy Wemby season. This is an overlock for me. I don't even care. Wemby is a freak of nature, and he showed it last night. He did all of that on AD and Lively's head. If he's doing that on one of the best front courts in the NBA, good fucking luck to the league.
Yeah, good luck is the right term. So I have the over as well. Not by a lot. I think they'll be in that hover in 44, 46-ish wins. But, I like the other pieces. Obviously, they've drafted really well lately. And if they get Fox back healthy and get him with some chemistry with Wemby and them, I think they'll be pretty dangerous. So,
Spinny, you going under then or what?
That's it. That's all I need
just sitting there like this the whole time. Are you locking it? Or no.
I did not lock it on the Wemby health front. But I think Wemby could average this is going to sound insane, but I think Wemby could average 28 a game this year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's insane. I really don't.
No. Right now.
I agree. I agree, dude.
I think in 4 to 5 years, he'll be in the mid-35s averaging points. That's what I think.
Just because of the efficiency.
Yeah, it's just I think he'll be around that 34, 35 points a game. I think he'll be into that range. So
he is must-watch television, fellas. Must-watch television.
It's just dunking on you like Shaq, and then he's doing a James Harden step back the next possession.
Step back, yeah.
It's just it's insane.
What do you do? I'm excited in January, February, whenever the Wolves play him. I'm going to that game. I already got tickets, so he better be healthy for that game. I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, that's the one thing that scares a lot of people. Obviously, he's only had one game or one season over 70 games or whatever.
Yeah,
so
he missed so many games last year.
Yeah.
Mavs 40.5. This is a similar team to the Rockets. They don't have enough guards, but I am going over. I think that was a little too low. I have them around 42 wins. AD, as long as he's healthy, they should be able to hit 41 wins and go at least 500, I think.
Yeah, I'm taking the under slightly. Obviously they got some older veterans and they got Cooper, who I think will have a good year, but you just can't trust Anthony Davis to stay healthy. Obviously, if they did Kyrie fully this year, I'd take the over, but in the last 5 years, Anthony Davis has not played over 60 games or over 55, 60 games in a season. So it's something. It was one of those. It was close to that number, but it's just I'd take the under there. I still like him, but
that's fair.
I think they'll be a play-in type of team. So
Yeah, I just thought this number was really low. So like there was a lot of consideration of that. I am gonna go over. I think they'll be good enough defensively to get to that number. But again, guard depth. I'm a little bit concerned about how much Cooper Flag's gonna have to handle the ball and the consequences of that.
Yeah, for sure. We got to remember, though, fellas, the play-in, that back end of the playoffs last year, they were flirting with 46, 47 wins, even in the West.
Yeah.
So, got to
They
try
did
to
have
keep that in
Kyrie.
mind.
They had Kyrie healthy.
Oh, yeah. If Kyrie was healthy, this would be a lock, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, the number would be higher if he was healthy.
Correct. Yeah.
Grizzlies, 39.5. This is a team that's always on my shit list. I understand they win so many games when Ja and JJJ are playing together. But Ja, this is a perennial dude who's playing under 50 games. Like, it's almost a lock. So I just can't trust him. I'm going under.
I took the over. I think not by a lot, but I do think if they can get at least a little bit more, because last year when those two guys played, their record was really good. And so I think if those two guys can stay healthy, which is an if, but there's a couple of teams the same thing with health-wise, but I have them around that 41, 43 range. But yeah, when Jaren and Ja play, it's pretty electric, so I'm going to take the over there. So.
Yeah, this was a tough one for me. I'm going to go under slight. I think this is a great number. They're going to hover around. But I just haven't, I don't know. Since everything went down with Ja, I just haven't quite felt like I've seen the same Ja either. So, like, I'm interested to see if
he did look good in game one.
He did. But, like, are we going to get really Ja's full potential? Because I think that really changes where this team is. So,
for sure. Pelicans, 30.5. Wow. I went back and forth on this one, fellas. So this is, again, a team that I always shit on every single season. So I'm going under. I just can't trust Zion. I just can't.
Yeah, I took the over. It's, like you said, it's hard to trust some of these guys with health-wise and how many games they played the last couple of years, but
they're so talented, this roster.
They are so talented. I love Trey Murphy, and I just feel like 30.5 is just so low. Like,
it is.
You put the Bulls at 33.5 and the Pelicans at 30.5, and obviously it's the West and East, but I just think like that number is a little too low for them, so I'm gonna put the over there.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going over based on the talent, and again, 31 games could be 14th in the West. Like,
yeah,
so
that's fair.
I think it's possible.
That's fair. I probably read that one wrong. Pacific Division Clippers with the highest projection, 49.5. I got them as 50 wins, exactly 50 wins this year. So I'm going over just barely. Obviously, it's an older team, so an injury could derail this number. But they had this number last year, and I think they got better. So I have to go over.
I slightly took the under on this one. I know a lot of people love the Clippers, and I feel like that's every year. It's like, oh, we love the Clippers every year, and then they just always flame out in the playoffs. So,
oh yeah,
I do think they'll be around that 47, 48 wins. They could get over that 49, but I just think with the West, how deep it is, and I think they'll be in that range with the teams from like 4 to 7. They're going to be all in that 40, 44, 45, 46, 47 wins. So I think they'll be under there.
Agreed. For me, it was more about the conference. I'm under as well. It's more about the conference and how I think the win totals are going to look than it was about the Clippers themselves. It's hard for me to see 4 50-win teams. I've already projected 3 50-win teams. Like, are we really going to get 4 50-win teams?
Yeah.
I went under on that.
Golden State Warriors, 48.5. I also have them as a slight over. I have them at 49 wins. This was one of the tougher divisions because I think Clippers, Warriors, Lakers, Vegas did such a great job at placing these lines. I think they're literally a game over, a game under, literally all these teams. So I'm going over on the Warriors. They were elite wins once they got Jimmy.
Yeah. No, I think this division was tough just because how some of the lines were placed here, but I have slightly under for the Warriors. I think they'll be in that same group, the Clippers and Lakers. I think they're all going to be in that lower bottom half of the West. I feel like last year, obviously, the record with Jimmy and Steph when they played together was good, but that last 2 months were playing playoff basketball. Like they had to do that just to get into the play-in to the end of or get into the playoffs. So I think they will slightly be under. It'll be better than last year a little bit, obviously, with having a full season of those guys. But they had a weaker schedule at the end of the year, and they had to play for their lives there. So,
yes, under for me as well. I think Jimmy's playing 40 to 50 games like he usually does. I think Steph's going to get, miss his 20 games. And I just don't know if this team is deep enough to win games. Other than that, X factor in this, Jonathan Kuminga, now that he re-signed and seems like he's happy there, that could change the whole Warriors. Because if we can get free Jonathan Kuminga, like how Jonathan Kuminga looked when Steph wasn't playing and they gave him the ball and stuff, if we can get moments of that throughout the Warriors season, I think their ceiling is higher.
Moments. So they need that consistency with him, and I feel like he won't be able to play like that when Steph and Jimmy are on the floor. So I think they're going to trade him by the deadline. I do. I don't think he'll be there. So
I have obvious questions about their floor spacing when Butler, Draymond, and Kuminga are all on the floor at the same time. That's 3 non-shooters already, right? So just looking at the standings last year, though, boys, we had 5 Western Conference teams with 50-plus wins. Timberwolves 49, Warriors and Grizzlies 48.
Yep.
8 teams with plus 48 wins. That's actually insane shit.
I know. That's crazy.
Okay. Lakers 47.5.
Maybe we're looking like idiots. I said in the East is going to be worse, so maybe I'm looking like an idiot.
Lakers 47.5. LeBron's old, man. This saccadic, or however the hell you say it, nerve issue, this could bother him literally all season. This is an old man injury. It really is. I have to go under because of that. LeBron could literally play 30 games because they're only focused about winning it all, right? So they want LeBron healthy come playoff time. They're not trying to make him play 65 games or whatever. And then, like we saw last year, they had no gas already in the first round. So I'm thinking 30-some games, LeBron's finally not going to make All-NBA because he's not going to hit the number. And Luka by himself could maybe be able to hit this number, but the West is just too low to have to go under.
Yep. It's kind of theme for this division, so I'm going under as well for the Lakers there. I think they're going to be 42, 44 wins range. Obviously, Luka, I think, will have a good year, but they need LeBron. I mean, it'll be tough for them to even make the playoffs top 6 if they don't have LeBron for that stretch if he's out for a while. So I think they'll be under. It's kind of same things as you. It's tough in the West, so. And their defense is just – I don't really like their defense. So
yeah, it's pretty sus.
When you build around Luka, similar to when you build around LeBron.
Oh.
Someone that can dunk the ball, floor spacing with shooting, and defense. And the Lakers have none of those things. So I'm going to say under for that.
DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah. Dunker? Yeah. Woo. Athletic one, I think.
What do you mean? Come on. He was so great at catching.
Did you see the Reeves and Ayton pick and roll and how disgusting it looked?
Portland literally paid Ayton in $40 million just to get off their team.
Yeah.
Yeah. No facts. I mean, I think we knew this about Ayton. D-Book was coming off those screens trying to throw that man lobs back in the Phoenix days, and he could never catch the ball, dude. It was insane.
It's Rudy level stuff.
It is.
At least he got in mid-range.
It's true. Kings 34.5, fellas. I don't even give a shit, man. I'm locking this under. This is a pathetic franchise. I hate this directionless team. I'm going under, and I'm locking it. I don't even care how low that number is. Locked.
Yeah, I'm going under as well. This whole division I just think was a little too high for what I like. So I'm going under. They're literally like the old Bulls. This whole team is the old Bulls. So
literally.
I think, so what, in 5 years are Giddey and all those guys going to be on the Kings or what? So yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to trade for Pat Williams and
yeah, it's
Vucevic and
I don't like it. So I'm going under.
Trading Tyrese Halliburton and then 2 seasons later trading De'Aaron Fox makes absolutely the least amount of possible sense. It's
this is one of the worst owners in the league.
It's either you're going to be good and keep Fox and Sabonis, or you're going to be bad and keep Halliburton. And the fact that we didn't think about that long-term situation is unreal. Under horrendous franchise.
Like I said, directionless. This This is a pathetic franchise. Suns, the last team, 30.5, extremely low number. I'm still going under. I just don't see it outside of D-Book on this roster. I really don't. And I don't think Jalen Green, he's going to put up some points per game. I just don't think his production necessarily translates to wins. I don't know if that's maybe fair or not fair to say, but I have to go under because I'm really only seeing D-Book on this roster.
Yep, I'm going under as well. I got all 5 unders in this division, so I don't like what they got going on there. I think Book got his money, but it's looking pretty rough.
That's about it. Yeah.
Their next first round draft pick is 2032.
I was going to bring that up. So that's what worries me a little bit, right? They have no
future.
They're not enticed. Yeah, they're not enticed to tank, right? So that's why a low number like this worried me a little bit because they're not going to try to lose games.
Yeah.
The talent's just not there.
I think it's got really greedy. I mean, their new owner they had a good roster with Cam and Mikhail and all them, and they obviously, it's Kevin Durant, and then when that doesn't work, it just screws your whole future. Like it's not too good. So
I'm gonna go over. I think this team is gonna win 31 or 32 games, and
that's fair.
That's why I went on the over with it. Little Vikings Chargers update.
Give it to us.
Isaiah Rodgers pick 6 for the Vikes.
Let's go.
Being challenged currently by,
and it's reversed. He dropped it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was a pick 6, and he didn't get touched. And Rodgers, it was right in his hands, and the ball touched the ground a little bit. So 3rd and 13. Now Chargers back out on the field.
Damn it, Spinny! You got me excited.
I know.
Yep.
All right, Jax. We appreciate you for coming on. You got any bold NBA season takes before we get you out of here?
Yeah. All right. So obviously, I love talking NBA, so I just wrote down some stuff. So I'm gonna go through this quick. So my West standings, I got Thunder first, Nuggets second, Wolves third, Rockets fourth, Warriors fifth, Clippers sixth, and that play-in 7, 8, 9, 10. I got Spurs, Lakers, Grizz, and Mavs. In the East, I got Cavs 1, Knicks 2, Magic 3, Bucks 4, Hawks 5. Raptors surprise team as a 6 seed with 41 wins. Then I got Pistons 7, Celtics 8, Pacers 9, Heat 10. And then Coach of the Year, Mark Daigneault. Defense Player of the Year,
Mark Daigneault, okay.
Yep. I think they get to 70 wins. I think Mark will get the Coach of the Year. DPOY, Wemby if he stays healthy. MVP, I'm going Jokic. 6 man, I got Josh Hart, maybe Ben Mathurin, but I'm going to go Josh Hart. Rookie of the Year, I'm going to go either VJ Edgecombe or Dylan Harper. And, a couple other things I got here written down. Booker, Bam, and Zion are going to be in trade talks this year. And then I'm going to go AD, Ja Morant, and Zion are all going to play under 50 games. The Thunder will win 21 straight games this year.
Ooh.
I like that one. Ace Bailey is going to score 40-plus in a game this year when Markkanen's gone.
Okay.
And Wemby's going to have a quadruple double. He'll have a 10-block game, 10, 10, 10.
Ooh. Hell yeah. I think there's only been like 3 or 4 in the entire league history. So
yeah, there's not many. So that's what I like. Obviously, I guess first team I had SGA, Ant, Giannis, Wemby, and Jokic. Second team I had Luka, Brunson, KD, Paolo, and Şengün. And then third I had Curry, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Cat, or Chet, one of those two. So,
all right.
Yep.
I like it. There it is. Parties and Hardos. Jax, we appreciate you coming on, giving us your insight, your takes. We always appreciate it. We'll get you back on soon.
Appreciate it, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
Spinny.
Yes, sir.
What are you thinking, man? You're crazy. You locking the Celtics over, bro. You're
Locked.
Bro, you're such a homer, dog.
Just you wait, buddy. Just you freaking wait. All right, Hardos. We're going to be honest with you here real quick. Vikings currently playing right now while we're watching. So this week's picks are going to be rapid fire. Okay?
Rapid.
NFL picks, rapid fire. Starting at noon, Browns, Patriots.
Before you go,
yeah,
I got our records. Yeah. I am up 4. Spinny sucks. I am 21-10. Spinny is 17-14. All those lines did not bode well for you, especially that Raiders line last week. All right, let's go.
Ooh, Raiders line was disgusting. Browns at Pats. Pats neg 7.5.
Pats.
Pats for me as well. Jets at Bengals. Bengals minus 6.5.
You say Bengals minus 6.5?
Yep.
Holy fuck! What am I missing there?
Jets
Yeah,
at
give me the Joe
Bengals?
Flacco.
That's atrocious.
What?
Jets at Bengals? Jets are atrocious.
Oh, I thought you said Jags. That's why I
No,
was so confused.
Jets.
Yes, I'm definitely taking the Bengals then.
Bengals as well. Bears at Ravens. Ravens minus 6.5.
I have the Ravens flirting with the playoff. They have to win this game.
Ravens. Dolphins at Falcons. Falcons minus 7.5.
The Dolphins are atrocious. Falcons.
Dolphins are the worst team in the league. I'm surprised Mike McDaniel has a job. Unfortunately, because I love the man. Falcons. Bills at Panthers. Bills minus 7.5.
Bills.
Taking the Panthers straight up. Panthers undefeated at home this year. Bills looking like they're struggling. I'm gonna take
Okay. I like that.
Niners at Houston. Houston minus 2.5.
Houston just has no offense. I got to take the Niners.
I'm gonna take Houston at home. I said the Niners are gonna miss the playoffs, so they got to lose some games.
Yeah, that's true.
Giants at Philly. Philly minus 7.5.
7.5 after they got steamrolled by the Giants? That's an absurd line. Spinny, don't even try to talk me into it. You're not getting it. I am taking the Eagles, though.
Can I get 3.5?
I'll give you 3.5.
All right, I'll take the Giants plus 3.5.
Okay.
Bucks at Saints. Bucks minus 4.5. Any Bucks here?
I am going Bucks. This is always such a weird ass game in New Orleans between these two teams, though.
True. Bucks for sure, though. In my opinion, easiest game of the week. Colts minus 14.5 at home against Tennessee.
Yeah. Honestly, you might even have to take that minus 14.5 because they're going to obliterate this Titans team.
So you'd give me plus 14.5?
No, I don't. I wasn't saying I would give you that.
Would you though?
But screw it. Let's get interesting
Let's
here.
have
Take
some fun. I'll take Tennessee plus 14.5.
All right, let's do it.
Probably an L because I feel like Indy's going to steamroll them. But
yeah.
Boys at the Broncos. Denver minus 3.5.
This is going to be a good game. I really do think so. I'm taking the Broncos just because of the home field.
Dallas wins a mile high. I have no faith in Bo Nix anymore.
I hope you're right.
Packers at Pitt. Aaron Rodgers revenge minus 2.5. Green Bay minus 2.5.
I have not been liking. You said it's in Pittsburgh, right? I'm taking the Steelers, and I've not been liking what I've seen from the Packers as of late.
Agreed. I'm taking Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh plus 135 in this game is a line that I would smoke if I was a gambling man. Commanders at the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 11.5. No Jaden Daniels.
I'm not going to give you that line either way, but yeah, no Jaden Daniels. This is a no-brainer. Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. Chiefs. Do you think our Vikes are going to beat the Chargers tonight? For fair, 6:26 in the game, Chargers with the ball in the Minnesota 32.
I have to take the Vikings in this game because I had the Vikes still in our playoffs after our pod last week. So they have to win this game. Otherwise, it's not looking good for the playoffs for the Vikings.
I'll take the happiness manager, and I'll take the Chargers in this game. So I'm happy either way.
Whatever, dude. That's crazy.
All right, Hardies and Hardos. Thank you for listening.
That was it.
Appreciate your NBA. Appreciate this. Jeez, I can't even freaking talk, Hardies and Hardos. Appreciate
it. Don't matter. Go
Timberwolves,
man.
On this NBA episode. Go Wolves. Get home
Let's
and hug your friends and family. Thank you.
We're winning this shit this year.
Vikes.
All right, y'all.